world now where artificial intelligence is a very, very prominent thing, how this is kind of changing the marketing game and how it's pretty effective when it comes to marketing. And
Yeah, venture hustles, life is really what you make it. Building up your brand is whatever you create it. Really ain't no limit. You just gotta love it. Working day and night, it's all about the venture hustle. Hey, venture hustles. Time to take it to the next level. Let's go.
welcome back to the Venture Hustles podcast. I'm one of the co-hosts of the show. My name is Saj, and I've got Jack, who's also the co-host of Venture Hustles. Welcome, man. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Doing great. You know, another week. You know, we're about to start a pretty busy week. Tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's a pretty hot summer, which you know, hasn't been super fun. But you get a little beach action, a little.
We've got a little color. You know, we got a little color. Yeah. You know, got a little color.
Yeah.
So, today's topic of discussion is artificial intelligence, AI in marketing.
A game changer.
How it can be a game changer. I guess you wanna lead us off here, Saj? What do you think?
So I mean, really, what we're getting to here is we're in a world now where artificial intelligence is a very, very prominent thing.
Real thing.
It's a real thing, and we can actually start seeing real-world applications, you know, in custom software, where artificial intelligence is basically streamlining and making things more efficient and possible. That basically would require humans to do maybe a little, you know, put with a lot more effort and would take a lot more time. And in a lot of cases, it's a cheaper alternative. It's more cost efficient and actually just gets things done more in a timely manner.
Yes,
you know,
for sure.
And I think today we're going to talk about how this is kind of changing the marketing game and how it's pretty effective when it comes to marketing and just you know, advertising and stuff like that.
So what is artificial intelligence? How can it be used to benefit you? So I know you just mentioned something briefly there where it can help you automate some things, can help you bring your costs down a little bit more. And then from a time standpoint, timing is very important in regards to marketing and when you're trying to get some exposure for your brand, right? So
yeah, I think before we go into, like, you know, artificial intelligence and marketing and its application, let's dissect what artificial intelligence is.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of people know, but to the people that don't, it's basically, you know, set of code and algorithm written in
algo. It's a buzzword.
Algo.
It's a TikTok algo.
Basically written to customize set functionality to instruct a computer to do certain things the way humans would. So that's really artificial intelligence. It's coded to act, react, display, produce, output functions the way a human sentient beings would, right? Not exactly like humans would. There's flaws and mistakes, and we can talk about that too.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the episode with Amanda, the Google.
You keep saying Amanda.
I know.
It's
Lambda, one of our previous episodes. That, you know, if you like AI, you like, you know, that this kind of thing, definitely check that one out. That one's kind of nutty.
Yeah.
But continue. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think it's the episode we titled "Is Google Building Skynet?" So if anybody wants to dive into that, we definitely dive into artificial intelligence a little bit more. But that's really what artificial intelligence is. But I think the most useful benefits that you can maximize from in this day and age, right now in 2022, is for marketing purposes. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, you want to talk a little bit about what are these particular benefits other than the things that we just mentioned?
I think, like, for me, above all else, it's like automation, and then also, like, a good example of this would be, you know, for those who run ads. In particular, ads using the Facebook and Instagram ad manager. They have a lot of cool stuff on there where you will create a campaign, you do the campaign, If Facebook will approve it, or Meta, let's say, will approve it. And then after it gets approved, it's going to take, 1 or 2 days, and you'll see on the ad it says learning, right? An example of AI, like the algorithm and the software is kind of learning what kinds of people, demographics, targeting is best going to perform for your ad. And it's just a very small example.
So the example that you're giving is more of like back end stuff that people don't really see what's really happening. It's more of just like a one sentence thing that Facebook is telling you or Meta's telling you that they're doing.
Yeah.
But of course their algo and everything else in the back end is significantly more complex. And it's fascinating when you see the results.
Yes.
But you can't really tell. There's no front end. There's no immediate satisfaction for the user, the consumer, like us, when we're seeing it. Like, holy shit, this is cool. What is really cool though, you're gonna.
I know exactly what you're gonna bring up.
You know what?
The thing you showed me the other day.
That's one of the things, but let's take it back. There's something called Jarvis.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, to the people that are not familiar, there's a new AI tool that came out. It's literally, I think, called Jarvis.ai. You can Google it.
Yeah, it's probably like a year old, I'd say.
Yeah, we found out very recently. It's probably been around for.
We found out like
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jarvis.ai is basically writes copy for you. It's artificial intelligence. You basically write a paragraph. You tell it what tone you want it to spit it out in. So happy, sad, serious, comedic, like funny. And you write a paragraph of what your thoughts are, even a couple of words, even a couple of sentences, and you tell it how long you want this paragraph, the output paragraph to be. So let's say you write 2 sentences, 20 words, and you say that I want 500 words. I want a letter out of this. On this 20-word topic I'm giving you, it does research online. It uses its artificial intelligence to spit out an entire letter or paragraph or a topic or a blog post. And it's no grammatical errors,
0,
no issues, and it sounds for the most part. We experimented with it a little bit.
Yeah,
we found flaws within the system.
Yeah,
it wasn't major, but it definitely helps save you time.
I mean, it sped up the process threefold at least.
Yeah,
at least
it helps you save you time, and then I think also. It wasn't that expensive, man. It was cheap. It was like under $50 a month or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was more towards like $19.99. There's obviously a couple different packages that you could get, but I think we could use it. Like you can use it for free to a certain threshold, and then you have to do the package.
Free. And by the way, they're not paying us, or we're not partner or affiliated with them in any sort of way.
Yeah, this is just something we experienced.
Something we experienced. Yeah, like a cool little on topic there for us.
Yeah, there's actually a couple other ones too. When I was on Instagram, I got like an ad towards one. I was like, "Is this Jarvis?"
Competitor to Jarvis.
Yeah, but it wasn't Jarvis, but it was like spot on, same exact thing.
I think Jarvis was like Silicon Valley funded, and they did pretty well. So they were probably like pioneering in the space.
Probably.
And, a lot of copycat brands came about. Of course, we've seen that tons of times. One of the other things is we should talk about, I guess, what you thought I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Which is okay. So, man, this.
I don't remember the
name. How many days ago?
This is probably 10 days ago. About.
Okay, 10 days ago, I found something because me and Jack are currently creating a kind of like a course, for
a training manual.
Like a training manual for our internal team, and with that it requires us to sit down in front of a camera like this and actually like record certain parts, which we decided we're manually going to record this anyway. But during my research journey, I found a AI technology that blew my mind. It was insane. It wasn't that expensive. It was kind of like $100 or $200 a month. Again, for us, from a business standpoint, it's not expensive when we're looking at the outcome, right? Just the return. And basically what it is basically there are set templates of human beings, human AIs. These are not actual people.
They look like actual people, though.
It's not 3D or graphic. It's deep fake, essentially.
Yeah.
So if people don't know what deep fake is, it's basically, there's like a very famous video of Obama that became viral during his term, where in the deep fake technology, basically, it was his face, him actually saying something else, but it modified his voice and his actions in the video for him
Yeah.
to say something absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And that went viral, and people are like, "Holy shit! There's no way he said that." But deepfake technology's been around for a couple of years now, 6-7 years, and it's really insane.
It's progressing.
now.
Yeah, very quickly.
And it's scary. But this uses deepfake technology where you upload what you want the video to say.
The AI. What you want the AI to say.
So you upload, let's say, 100 words or 500 words.
Mm-hmm.
The AI will basically say it like it's presenting or talking on stage, or it's like course instruction video. It's an actual person that's completely in AI, and it'll spit it out for you, and you can download that and save that and use that anywhere. You can use that in an advertisement.
Yep.
You can use that in training material like what we're creating.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, you can think of it as like a legitimate PowerPoint, but like someone, an AI, like actually reading through it. You're putting commas, and like they're stopping,
It sounded
breathing. You
amazing.
can change the voice. You can do crazy stuff.
So I ran a free demo because it lets you run a free 2-minute demo, and I did one, and then I made it say some dumb, stupid stuff, and then I played it to Jack, and it was so crazy, right?
Yeah, he's like, I gotta show you something. I'm like, all right, here we go.
I don't remember the name of it.
Damn.
I'll
Okay,
bring
I was
it up
hoping
if
you did.
No, I don't remember. I have it saved on my files.
Okay.
But if I remember it during the course of this video.
Yeah, I mean, it was. The tech's out there, man. If you know how to look for it, the tech is out there. And then obviously what brings us to kind of some of the next points is like, what is the impact of this from a marketing standpoint?
Yeah. I guess I think just if you're hiring a marketing firm for ad creatives or copywriting or just like things like that, you're spending a lot of money for sure.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars. This will save you a lot of money. Might not be at the highest quality that you want or the most customized, but it is an alternative that you can definitely explore.
Yes.
Another thing I forgot while we were still talking about this was another example is there are a lot of platforms that do custom AI ad creatives, like using AI.
Oh yeah.
So basically, like you tell the software what type of designs you want to create, and it'll create custom designs for you.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So that you can use and run as advertisements.
Wow.
So there's a lot of really crazy marketing tools that are available that you can use. That let's say your budget was $1,000 in total.
You could get that job done for way under 1,000.
Yeah.
Probably closer to like
500.
Under 500. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. How do you think it will revolutionize the space in, let's say, 2 to 5 years?
I would say that I think it's going to be significantly more advanced. It's going to start feeling so natural because think about it, in 2022, if we were able to show on that screen right now that video that we were talking about earlier with AI technology, it would be shocking. Like no one would believe that that's actual deep fake. Like an artificial person saying.
I mean, I think you can also couldn't you also load up like an image of you too, and they'll make your character.
Yes. So, oh man,
crazy,
okay,
bro.
So that software lets you upload an image of anyone, even yourself. It'll make that person, that artificial character, look like that, like you essentially. If you uploaded an image of you and say
the voice,
whatever you're typing in,
and the voice too,
and the voice.
Yes,
I forgot that it.
So someone insane. Could, Wands, if we took a picture of Top G, Andrew Tate, got his voice, and you could legitimately make a fake video, or of anyone for that matter.
I think
kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. So to circle back to what you were saying, I personally think it's definitely artificial intelligence has been a thing for almost 10, 12 years. It's not like a new thing. Artificial intelligence in marketing and just overall usage for mass consumption is definitely more of a thing now. I think in 5 years, 10 years, a lot of things are just going to be AI.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to with any kind of new tech, right? And we say the same thing about crypto and blockchain, and it's it'll become mainstream when a normal person that doesn't know much about it can get into it, understand it, and then execute. Almost as simple as legitimately creating an email.
You know when I think it's going to be super game changing? You ready for this?
Wait. All right, I'm ready now.
Okay. All right. When film studios no longer require actual 3D animators to create like a cartoon or an animation.
Don't they use, what is it called? The GI? I don't know.
G.I. Joe?
No. They have a tech that's very similar to what we're talking about. I forget.
No, I'm talking about what we just said in that example. Like, for example, the software says, and there's an idea, if anybody wants to go ahead and create it, go for it. Free idea for you. Ready? The software combines kind of like what we just talked about with Jarvis and whatnot. You explain what the character looks like. So there's a section or box that says the character is bald with a beard, long, 6 foot tall, bulky, or skinny.
Why are you explaining Top G right now?
Listen. With sunglasses on, cigar in the mouth, whatever.
Yeah.
Animation, 3D high res, or low poly style, right? Or super realistic, right? Or very cartoony or pixelated. And then there's a section where you type in, literally, or you're just typing in, I want this character to be running down the hill on a gloomy afternoon with clouds hovering over their head, background, mountains, cars whizzing by. Describe it, and the animation, the AI actually animates all of that. That is $1 billion idea.
That's nutty.
If that ever happens,
it's $1 billion idea, but I mean, it would be insane to create that.
Do you think we're not going to get there?
No, we will.
I think there are people that are already building this.
I hope so.
That would be insane.
We'll help you build it, but it's going to be hard.
But
we'll help. But
yeah,
we'll eventually get there. But then you have like Elon Musk, guys like Elon Musk, who is, maybe he's definitely gone so far down that rabbit hole, and he's very like, AI, like not enough people are talking about it. Like you got to be careful with it. Got to be careful. That's the other side to this. But I don't know. We'll see. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole in this episode today.
No.
But we'll see.
What do you think is the, how do you think it'll revolutionize the digital marketing future?
I think one of the biggest things, I think one of the biggest differences that we'll start to see is, how like, you go on Instagram, you see ads, right? And a lot of times now we're getting to a place where those ads are customized for you. I think that's going to be more prevalent where, like, let's say you have a legitimate AI deepfake person talking to you, be like, hey, Jack.
Oh my God.
Didn't you say the other day that you needed like X, Y, and Z? And that's going to be the ad. Like,
why would you want that?
I'm not saying I want. No, I'm not saying I want that, but I'm saying like
nightmares. You just told me now I'm gonna get nightmares tonight.
I'm sorry, dude. I mean, think about where we are now. Like all the ads you're seeing.
My Instagram feed is a bunch of random chads telling me, "Yo, I saw you looking at X, Y, and Z. Buy this product now." That would freak me out.
Maybe it would.
What?
You know what actually is so sick that's like AI? Jarvis from Iron Man. Like, it's so dope. I love that guy.
Yeah.
So far. I mean, like, why don't you had like your own Jarvis?
You can. We talked about it earlier.
No. An actual, that's like a small portion.
They've been tinkering with that for decades now with the pet robots and all these little things. It's just not perfect. But it goes back to the Lambda episode where we talked. You need it to be that sentient for it to be that effective and efficient. But, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts would be definitely keep an eye out for these things. And, Saj and I want to talk about this because we're always looking for softwares, techniques, really all things that can potentially help someone that is in business or starting business that's cost effective and can help like automate a lot of the things that you'll be doing anyway. So that was kind of the thought process when coming up with this topic. But, other than that, we'll see. I don't know. What about you?
No, that's pretty much it. I think it's, definitely, we are constantly keeping an eye out. So for us, this is the world that we live in.
Well, maybe we'll keep an eye out so you don't have to.
Keep you posted.
Well, it's always a pleasure, Mr. Saj. And For those listening, we appreciate you guys as always. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, like and follow on our social media platforms. We're really doing a big push on Instagram and TikTok right now. Obviously, we're available on Spotify. We're available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Anywhere that you can see a podcast, that's where we are. And, as always, no matter where you are, hope you are enjoying your day, enjoying your night, and we look forward to next time. Peace.
Yeah, venture hustles, life is really what you make it. Building up your brand is wherever you create it. Really ain't no limit. You just gotta love it. Working day and night, it's all about the venture hustle. Hey, venture hustle.